Welcome back. My name is Markus Wesaw, and today I'd like to talk to all of you about how to become an OSHA authorized construction trainer. My information is listed on the screen, so feel free to shoot me an email or call me directly if you should have any questions. The reason I am doing this video presentation is I get a lot of questions from different people in my classes or that just have emailed me recently about how to get into the safety field or how to make a lateral move in their career to do more and more duties and tasks related to occupational health and safety. So, first and foremost, I'd like to describe for you what is an OSHA authorized trainer. So OSHA doesn't certify any trainer, and that's an important distinction. And if you pursue going through all these steps, and you'll quickly realize that. So just to go into it briefly, there are 4 OSHA outreach training programs. There's maritime, there's disaster site, there is construction, and general industry. So to get an authorization, you would have to fulfill the requirements for each one of those individual subjects that you would like to pursue. So since this presentation pertains to construction, we're going to stick with construction, and I do aim to do videos on the other 3 as well later. So what you may see if you're familiar with the construction industry is you may see a lot of people or organizations requiring that employees have an OSHA 10 or 30-hour course under their belt in construction as a prerequisite to working in the field or for that particular company. So if you are an authorized trainer, then you can conduct your own classes, your own 10 and 30-hour classes, that is, anytime you want to, or for your organization, your labor union, or if you want to make a little bit of money on the side, you can do that as well. So this opens up a lot of opportunities. First and foremost, expand that resume. Continuing education is always a very good thing. So many times I've noticed that the OSHA construction trainer is a very basic job requirement for many entry-level and mid-level career professionals. So it's something that could really benefit you. Then if you want to do classes on the side, let's say you have a day job and you want to do some classes on the weekend or nights, a lot of people earn a little extra money that way too. I don't really think you could probably do it full-time unless you are really, really busy living in a big city with a large demand. But other than that, you should be able to do at least 1 or 2 classes a month if you really wanted to. So the last point I'd like to make is that you will become more knowledgeable as a safety professional, or if you just need more knowledge in occupational health and safety, these courses along your way to becoming an authorized trainer will really benefit you. So what are the steps in becoming an authorized OSHA construction trainer? Well, first you need to take what's called the OSHA 510 course, and this is the basic prerequisite. You can take this course online, but I really highly recommend that you take it in the classroom. I just think you'll get a lot more benefit out of it, and the online OSHA 510 can be brutal. It takes a long time to get through. There are a lot of quizzes, and it can be challenging to stay focused. So if you've got that classroom dynamic, you are usually more familiar with the instructor. You can ask more questions, and I think you get more out of it. But if you want to take it online, just do a Google search for the OSHA 510 course, and I'm sure you'll find some different companies offering that course for you. Usually the course is about $800 online or in the classroom. Please keep in mind that it may vary depending on where you go. So I just put that in as an average. Additionally, you have to take the 500 course or the OSHA 500 after you have taken the OSHA 510. And usually the cost is roughly the same. Sometimes it's a little bit more, like $100 more, $150 more, but this one is only available in the classroom. So do you qualify? So this is a big question that I get a lot. Well, I don't have very much experience in safety. I don't, have a lot to do with occupational safety now in my job, but I want to transition to more safety oriented tasks and things like that. Well, here is what OSHA says are the basic qualifications. So let me define the experience. So OSHA says you must have 5 years of construction safety experience. So that's first and foremost. So if you don't have 5 years of OSHA construction safety experience in any way, you might need to get some before trying to pursue an authorization as a construction trainer. And if you have a CSP or Certified Safety Professional designation or a Certified Industrial Hygienist or CIH credential, this can substitute for 2 years of experience, but that's kind of an interesting facet to all of this pre-qualification and experience, because to get those designations, you also have to have about 5 years of experience. So keep that in mind usually. Anyway, and remember again that you have to take that OSHA 510 course before the OSHA 500 can be taken. Where do you go for the courses? Well, like I said, for the OSHA 510, you can take that online. I don't have a recommendation for you just because I'm against the online OSHA 510 in general. So I would say go to the nearest OSHA OTI or OSHA Training Institute as they're called. Check their schedule for course offerings or just call them up for more information. So I'm going to put the link in the description box so all of you can check that out. But here's what the website looks like. All right, so I will put the link in the description box, but here is what the OTI Education Center locations webpage looks like. So if you are in Washington, for example, you'll just click the little star there, and you'll see Pacific Northwest OSHA Education Center at the University of Washington is going to be the contact point to proceed with any courses like the 510 or the 500. If you're in, let's say you're in North Dakota, okay, you have two options here. You have the Rocky Mountain Education Center, North Dakota Safety Council, and there's a number there. And if you click this link, it takes you to the website, and you can just get more information about the course that you want to take. So what are the next steps? Well, you want to register yourself at www.outreachtrainers.org and add the courses, dates, and location that your class will be held. So here's that website. I'll show you this really quickly so you can take a peek at this. So as you can tell, outreachtrainers.org, let's say I want to get a course locally. My zip code's 82501. So I will look up my zip code, and I can see that all of these individuals here are offering courses. So once you're registered at outreachtrainers.org, remember that you must refresh your OSHA authorization every 4 years. So nobody is permanently a trainer. So in the construction field, if you get your authorization to do 10 and 30-hour courses from OSHA, your refresher course will be the OSHA 502, and you must do that every 4 years. So I do want to finalize one big point to you here before we wrap up. OSHA is very strict on their requirements to hold these courses. So always follow the rules. They will go over the rules in depth when you go through your 500 course, and again when you go to your 502 course. They reiterate it many times over, so nobody has an excuse for not following the rules. My name is Markus Wesaw, and I hope that you enjoyed the presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much.